Hi, I'm Jan from VelomobileWorld.com and we shoot here a maintenance video, so have fun. In today's video I want to show you a very basic method how to change your bearings when you don't have that much tools at home. You change your bearings only when you're feeling like, okay, it's going really rough, then it's time to change your bearings. I will show you now. So there's a little bushie between the bearings. That one you push aside. So I take now just the tools you also have at home, so I push it a bit aside, and it's sometimes a bit hard to have us. So now I took the bushie, I pushed aside, and it doesn't go always easy. And let me see if I came already. It came quite a bit, especially if the bearing is anyway broke. It doesn't matter that much. Nope, it's still not out. Yeah, so now the bearing is out. Here we have the bushie between the bearings. We can turn the wheel around and so now the bearings are out and you can replace it with new bearings. So always check if the seat for the new bearing is clean, if there's no dirt in here, because if there will be dirt laying in here and you press in the bearing will be a little bit crooked. The bearing is 6001 ZZ. I have it also on the page on the website for the technical support. This is a very standard bearing. You can get it almost everywhere. This doesn't happen that often, but I still wanted to show you how to do it. So putting it back is a bit more. You need to make care that you don't damage this part of the bearing, because this is a kind of cover to cover the little balls, and if you destroy that one, the bearing is not running smooth anymore. So this one, take care a bit more. Of course, you can have exact perfect size when you can push it. And you can press it, of course, with a press. We have it at the company, we have a press, but I want to show you here how to do it at home, because I don't think so that somebody has a bearing press at home. So make sure you hammer on this outer ring. So not on this one, and also not in the middle one. So, and every time move a little bit. And make sure you don't destroy the cover. So if you never did this before, it's maybe good to order a spare bearing in case of you did not do it right. So you go around and you give small I have it here now on the table, and the table is flexing a bit. That's not really ideal. It's better to have it on a more solid. So the sound says for me that it's on the end. And then I look on this side and I see there is still space between. So I'm not fully there. Yeah, now the sound really changed. And I check and I see that I arrived on the spot. So make sure this bushing is between the bearings, because if you don't push, do it between, and you tight the screw on, the bearings would not turn anymore. So I see now that I hammered there a bit too much because it's not straight. So now I kind of do You can check if the position of the bearings are perfect by moving like this. If the bushing between the bearings are still moving, you have to press this one a little bit more in, or that one. Also, before you push the wheel in, check with like a screwdriver to make sure that this one is aligned with the bearings. Let's So after you push the bearings in with this very basic method, you tight this one. I tied it already. And you check then if the bearings are set perfectly. So you give it a little move and you can see it stops pretty quickly. It should turn longer and it should turn a bit back. If it turns longer and it turns a little bit back when it stops, then you know you did a perfectly job. With this method which I showed you, it's very difficult to have a perfectly job. I will try it again by hammering it a bit around. I will show you. This method is not like, it's difficult to get it right. So better press it with a bearing press or go to your local bicycle workshop to replace it. But yeah, I wanted to show you how you could do it, but it's a very difficult way how to get it right. So after we established that I did not do it properly, I just go I make a whole circle and hammer it still a bit more. If you have a bearing press, it's always more ideal. But yeah, I don't have it here at home, and I want to show it in such a way that you can do it at home. But of course you can go to a bicycle shop. Often they have some bearing presses, so they can do it for you. I still it's not perfect. It's still a little bit. So in case of you have this, just try again. If not, go to a bicycle shop to replace the bearings. This is the technique. It's a bit back to earth method to replace your bearings, and results are not always that good, but in case of your old bearing is broke and you need one, you can do it in this way. Make sure, as I told you, not to destroy the cover. I might have done that, so I can go to the workshop and replace these bearings and with the press. But for this video I showed it in this way. I hope you enjoyed the videos about the maintenance. If you have still some ideas, please let them in the comments. But before you put comments, have a look to the other videos. Maybe we uploaded your question already. Don't forget to subscribe and have fun. See you next time.